in order to show critics exactly why Johnson Charles was selected for the World Cup team, Blunder Factory chose to rest Shea Hope and put Johnson Charles into the match in this first T20 international. South Africa won the toss and asked West Indies to bat first. The team is being led by Ruston Chase. So there's this team on the screen: Brandon King, Ruston Chase, Johnson Charles, Shimron Etmire, Ravman Powell, Shafane Rutherford, Romario Shepherd, Jason Older, Matthew Ford, Jaden Seals, and Akil Hussain. There's no way that Johnson Charles should be playing the first match. It is nothing more than ego. Hello everyone, welcome to the #1 cricket channel in the Caribbean. As always, I thank you very much for being here, and I ask you to slash a like on the video, hit on that thumbs up button, like and share the feed. Please also check out the link to our store in the video description and to M&M, where you can get 15% discount by using the code LOVEBIRDS. So check out those links in the video description and support the Cricket Forum channel. First delivery from Rabada, pitched up to King, and King was into the drive right away and played it over cover for 4. So West Indies 4 without loss after 1 deliveries. So I would say that South Africa is at full strength, no resting, no monkeying around. The World Cup preparation starts, but we have to be proving a point, and that's what happened when we makes blunder. When we makes blunder, we make another blunder to cover up the blunder, and then we make another one and another one, instead of just doing the right thing. Next delivery driven through mid-on for 4 by Brandon King. So 2 deliveries from Rabada and 2 fours by Brandon King. Never quite straight bat on that occasion, but it goes through mid-on for 4 more. West Indies are off and running 8 without loss. Surprised that this pitch starts so good, because generally this pitch is not a good, it's a 160, 155, 160 first innings total on this pitch. Rabada to King, turn it to mid-on, and there is no run. 8 without loss. So two half volley early on from Rabada, and nicely dealt with by Brandon King. 8 without loss. So hello everyone, and welcome to this live watch along. Please remember to hit that thumbs up button. There's a live poll going on, and it amazes me as Rabada is over the wicket, bowls to King, and King whip this away through square leg. The fielder will come off the backward square leg boundary, sends the return into the keeper. 1 more to the total. West Indies 9 without loss. It always amazes me that there's a live poll that is going on, and I'm glad that you are reacting to the poll. I'm very glad. Over 61 persons have reacted to the poll so far, and interestingly, 56% of you agree that it was the right decision to select Quinton Sampson for the West Indies World Cup team. So very interesting. 56% of you, Rabada is over the wicket, bowls to Johnson Charles, and he played it in the gap between mid-on and mid-wicket. Mid-on has to move to his right. They got a single, 10 without loss of the inside portion of the bat. Yes, so I'm glad you are reacting to the poll. I'm very glad that you are reacting to the poll, and I see that number is going up, you know. But I saw 63 persons react to the poll, and I'm just saying that show some appreciation. The same way you just take a second to click on the poll, take another second and click on the thumbs up button. Is the same thing, you know. Why would you click on the poll but you don't click on the thumbs up button? What's the agenda? You have to wonder, what's the agenda? You know, is it that you're anti me? You know, but you're here listening to the watch along. That means even if you don't like me, I'm providing some information. So at least just show some appreciation and click on the thumbs up button. It's free and it doesn't take a second. If you are not seeing the thumbs up button, click off the live chat and you will see the thumbs up button. So after 1 over, West Indies batting first. After Markram won the toss and asked them to bat, West Indies are 10 without loss after 1 over. 10 without loss after 1 over. So the left arm orthodox spinner Lindy. I think is slow left arm orthodox Lindy. He's gonna come through and around. He comes in now, bowls to Charles and down the leg side. Charles look to turn this away. It bunks away to short fine leg. I will watch the signal. Well, the producer is not showing the umpire, but Charles was on 1, so I will see if his score move over to 2. I think they will signal. It's going to be interesting because it probably never came off his pad. So, by signal. So, Charles remain on 1. 11 without loss. 11 without loss as Lindy through and around. He comes in now. He bowls to Brandon King and Brandon King looks to sweep, taken on the pad. It goes to that man at short fine leg. There's no run. The score remains at 11 without loss. As Brandon King there, just looking to sweep. Let's watch Lindy again. He's going to come in now to bowl to Brandon King, left arm orthodox spinner, through and around, short off the back foot. King cannot beat cover, and their score remains at 11. He hit that one very hard. He went on the back foot and he cuts it away, but straight to the man at cover, who field cleanly. It appears that there's some rain. Is that some rain I'm seeing in the background? It's going to be very interesting. Lindy comes in now, round the wicket, to bowl to Brandon King. He's up. He bowls to King, and King off the back foot, and he steers this again to the man at cover. Still cannot beat cover. He rocks back on the back foot then, but he still cannot beat cover. 11 without loss after 1.4. The left arm orthodox spinner. He's been around quite a while. I think he has been named in the World Cup squad. Yes, I think so. Round the wicket, bowls to King. King gave himself room, up and over, down to the cover boundary for 4. Lovely shot by Brandon King. Gave himself room and hit that up and over, down to the cover boundary for 4. He moves up to 15. The West Indies move up to 15. He's on 13. Johnson Charles is on 1, and there's also 1 by. So West Indies 15 without loss in over number 2. The West Indies squad. The West Indies playing 11. I'll put it on the screen shortly as Lindy comes in now. Bowls to King and King cuts. He mistimed it. He bottom edged it to cover. The score remains at 15 without loss. So there's the West Indies squad. Brandon King, Ruston Chase, Johnson Charles, Shimron Etmeyer, Ravman Powell, Shafane Rutherford, Romario Shepherd, Jason Holder, Matthew Ford, Jaden Seals, Akil Hussain. And I think that this is a playing 11 that I would have played, except that for the fact that Blunder Factory and his staff is trying their best to justify the selection of Johnson Charles in the squad, they rest the captain, Shea Hope, to play Johnson Charles so that he can keep. And he swung this away to the man at mid-wicket who was unable to stop it. It came off the inside portion of the bat. And mid-on has to move to his right to collect the ball, and they go through for a single. So 1 more to the total. West Indies goes up by 1 to 16 without loss. 1 more to 16 without loss. So Rabada now will bowl to Brandon King. He's over the wicket, bowls to King, and King looked to turn it. It popped in the air and dropped in no man's land as the fielder comes in from cover. So Brandon King was looking to turn that into the onside. He took the outer portion of the bat, high up on the outer portion of the bat, goes into the offside. They got a single. West Indies goes up by 1. Or did they? No, they did not run. They stay. Just checking it. I'm not seeing anything on the screen now, so I cannot tell you whether they got a single. But I think they never run. It's yes, they did get a single. 17 without loss. So it's Charles on strike. Oh, it never came off the bat. It came off his body. Rabada to Charles, short delivery. Charles was winding up and giving himself room and looking very agricultural. And Rabada bang it into the pitch and it goes through to the keeper. It's so fast, he never had time to play. Wide signal by the umpire though. So one more to the West Indies total, 18 without loss. He probably bailed out of the shot at the last moment because it was so high. So Charles is on 2, King is on 13. Here's Rabada. He's over the wicket, bowls to Charles, and Charles swings this away, down back with a square leg, it going out towards the boundary. The fielder come to his right. They're looking for 2, but it's not on as the return comes in right over the stump to the keeper. 19 without loss, West Indies after 2.3. 19 without loss. King is on 13. He will come into strike, and Charles is on 3. So I can tell you that there's a short third man and there's a backward pointer cover and a mid-off. There's a mid-on and a mid-wicket and a short fine leg, and there are 2 fielders square on each side. Rabada to King, who uses his feet, but Rabada followed him, and King dug out the Yorker. It would not have challenged the stump because he was giving himself room, and he was probably about another set of stumps away from the leg stump, but Rabada followed him as his foot was blocking the wide line. You know, the wide line, that's how far he was. So the wide line to the left and the outside, the left and the half stump, his foot was blocking those lines. So that's how far, how much room he gave himself, and Rabada followed him. Rabada to King, gave himself room again, hit it high in the air, gone for 6. Oh, dropped in the crowd. I hope that person never injured himself. I hope he dropped it. The Pakistani dropped the catch as usual. Pakistani always dropping catches. 25 without loss. As King was down the pitch, he moves up to 19. It was a slow delivery from Rabada, who saw him using his feet, but King kept his eye on the ball, middle it, and hit it away over long off for 6. So West Indies, 25 without loss. Good movement of the feet there by Brandon King. 25 without loss. Rabada, final delivery of over number 3. Bowls to King, who gave himself room again and drives through the offside for 4. He gave himself room and he drove that sweetly through the offside, but for 4 more. 29 without loss now, West Indies. So Rabada, 2 overs have gone for 23. So 2 overs for Rabada, none for 23. West Indies 29 without loss at the end of the 3rd over. 29 without loss at the end of the 3rd over. Brandon King, he is on 23 from 14 deliveries, 4 fours and 1 6. Johnson Charles is on 3 from 4 deliveries. Rabada 2 overs, none for 23. The left arm orthodox spinner Linde, 1 over, none for 4. The next orthodox spinner is coming into the attack. That's Maharaj. So 1 over for Linde, and Maharaj comes into the attack. So please hit that thumbs up button. Let's get it up to 100. Hit that thumbs up button. Maharaj, round the wicket. Charles gave himself room and played it to mid-on, no run. The score remains at 29 without loss. So we need to get that thumbs up to 100. If you are not seeing the thumbs up button, as I always said, click off the live chat, you will see it, and then you click on that thumbs up button. We need to get it up to 100. So let's watch now. Oh, I never saw that delivery. Charles hit it for 6. Oh, I never saw that. Maharaj bowled to Charles, and Charles slug sweep it away. Let's see if it was back with a square leg or in front of square. Back with a square leg for 6. Wow. Maharaj comes in, bowls to Charles. He gave himself room, beat the inner circle on the offside, runs away down to the boundary for 4 more. Charles is on fire. 13 from 7 deliveries. 6-4. He's dealing in boundaries here now. Johnson Charles is the man. Oh, what a shot by Johnson Charles, giving himself room and hitting it away to the offside. I always wonder why when a batsman give himself room, the bowlers don't bowl at the stump. Why they try to follow the batsman? Because some of these batsmen are giving themselves so much room. If you bowl it off stump or outside off stump, they can't reach it. Maharaj to Charles, and Charles tried to square cut it, bottom edge it into the pitch. It bunks away to the field at cover, and there is no run. The score remains at 39 without loss after 3.4. Maharaj, left-arm orthodox spinner, round the wicket, bowls to Charles, and he's bowled him down. Swung across the line. Charles goes. West Indies 39 for 1. Middle stump, hit out of the ground. Nowhere near the pitch of the ball. So Charles gone for 13 from 9 deliveries. West Indies lost their first wicket. 39 for 1. Charles gone for 13. Swung across the line. Mid and half stump, knocked back. The right foot away outside the leg stump. Down on one knee. Slug sweep. Head turn. Not looking at the ball. Poor shot. And he's gone for 13. And the cry now, the argument that is going to be made now, and it's going to be made much louder, is that he shouldn't be there in the first place. That's what he's going to do. And when Blunder Factory goes out on a limb and select you have to repay that faith, You have to repay that faith in Blunder Factory. So, yes, it's a T20 match. You have to get going with it, and strike rate is important. But you get 10 out of the over already, and you just gone 13. So lick it down to long off and get a single man, because you're trying to repay. So Matthew Ford is sent to bat at number 3. You recall yesterday, Blunder Factory was talking about surprises and X factor and mystery. Maybe this is one of the mystery that is being revealed right now. Probably I could go back to that comment from Blunder Factory and see where he was talking about mystery. I could put it on the screen, and so Ford is forward and he blocks it back to Maharaj. One end of the 4th over, 39 for 1, as he just blocks that first delivery back to Maharaj. So probably this is part of the mystery that Blunder Factory is speaking about when he spoke about mystery. So I will just read. That's the comment on the screen there. Just a minute. I'll read that comment very, very, very shortly. Very shortly read that comment, yes. So there's a comment on the screen. We have selected a squad with balance, extensive experience, and a touch of mystery. Yeah? So maybe Matthew Ford coming at number 3 is probably part of the mystery. Batch, Colin Batch bowls to King. King drives. Lovely shot, 4 runs. Oh, Midhalf should have dived, Midhalf should have dived. That's Markram. And I think Midhalf not diving because he has a World Cup in 7 days' time. So he's not in 7 days, in 11 days' time. So Midhalf not diving. As Carbon Batch pitched up to Brandon King and ever so sweetly onto the front foot. He should have dived. But there's a World Cup in 11 days' time. Do you blame him? Good shot by Brandon King. He is now on 27. 27 to Brandon King. 43 for 1. Bash over the wicket. Bowls to King, and King swings inside edge. Bowled. Similar shot to the one that Johnson Charles plays. Similar shot. The left foot, the way down so. The ball over the offside. The back knee touching the ground. Similar shot. The only difference is that Brandon King played it off the fast bowler. Johnson Charles played it off the medium, off the spinner. Johnson Charles never got a bottom edge. Brandon King got a bottom edge. The ball that he drove through the offside previously, I would love to see that ball because I don't think there was a difference between the ball that he drove through the offside and this one that he tried to swung across the line and swung it to the offside. I'd really love to see that ball, even if it was not drivable, it's a ball that he should have given himself room like he was doing and slap it through the offside for 4. So, it's poor shot selection. The 2 wickets were down to poor shot selections. Yes, it's T20 cricket, but we don't have to be going across the line of the ball. King kept his eye on the ball. Yes, Charles didn't. Maybe that's another difference. But again, because his head did shift at the last moment. And again, go across the line. So Shafane Rutherford comes to the crease. So here's it. We have selected a squad with balance, extensive experience, and a touch of mystery. We have got X-Factor weights count, hungry newcomers pushing the season heads, and a group ready to fight to make the region proud. We have thought long and hard about what it takes to win in India and Sri Lanka, and we have come up with the best team to help us achieve that goal. And I firmly believe we will. So Blunder Factory firmly believe that West Indies can win in India. And as I said yesterday, you have to be optimistic. It is better to be optimistic and wrong than to be pessimistic and right. So the coach has to be optimistic, and I'm happy that they clearly believe that they can win the series. Very happy about that. So glad for the team, glad for the positiveness that is in the team at this time. As Rutherford drives, oh, so sweetly. Oh, my Lord. As Batch pitched up and Rutherford just eased on the front foot with the full face of the bat. Nice, high right elbow. And he just punched it away, held the pose as the ball goes through the gap between extra cover and cover down to the boundary for 4. It wasn't a gap of more than about 8 meters. Look at that from Rutherford. Oh, my Lord. It's a dream shot. 47 for 2. Bash bowls to Rutherford. Short. He pulls. High in the air. Comes off the gloves. The keeper running to his right. Cannot get there. He survived. 48 for 2. He moves up to 5. Oh, what a shot that was. It was sweet. I'm telling you, man. 9 out of the over, but he got a wicket. As he injured his finger, that ball hit him on his finger as he looks to pull. So that he did got a wicket, 9 out of the over. So here is Bosch. He comes in now over the wicket, bowls and flashes outside the half stump, match forward, and it goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. As a 48 for 2 after 5. So that's a run rate of 9.6, 9.545, 3 over 5, 9.6. So we are going at 9. Oh, it's on the screen there. Thank you. 9.6. Rutherford is on 5. Match Ford is yet to score. 1 to come in the power play. So 1 to come in the power play. So let's get that likes up to 100. So remember, if you are not seeing the thumbs up button, just click off the live chat. You will see the thumbs up button. Click on it. 48 for 2 West Indies in over number 5. Mirage, round the wicket, bowls to the left-handed Rutherford. Loud appeal, pitch outside leg. It pitch outside leg. That's what saved him. I think it pitch outside leg. They are talking about it. Mirage is convinced Markram is going to go with it at the last moment. But I think that clearly pitch outside leg. So we'll watch. But if it doesn't, he's dead. But the umpire is saying that you were in front of me, so I couldn't give it out. That's what the umpire is saying to Markram, to the bowler. It looked very, very, very close, you know. I'm telling you, this is one just decision that I'm fretting. I'm hoping that it pitch outside leg. Let's see. Boy, I'm really hoping it pitch outside leg. I'm really hoping. But this is one such decision. No bat on it. It thunder into his pad on Miguel Stump. Flush on Miguel Stump. The only thing can save him that it pitch outside leg. But it's very, very close. I'm nervous about this. I'm very nervous about ball tracking. There's a gap between bat and ball. So it's not, there's no inside edge. Outside leg. It pitch outside leg. Big decision, umpire. It pitch a mile outside leg. Look how far is that even umpire's call. It pitch a mile outside leg stump. Oh, Lord, how can somebody review that? Are these South African bowlers blind or what? That pitch a mile outside leg stump. I can't believe. Maharaj to Rutherford, and Rutherford drives. Can't beat short third man Rabada. They go through for a quick single. He's out, run out. Oh, careless. He's out, run out. I know Rutherford shows a thumbs up like he beats it, but I just think he's out, run out. What is going on? This is too much excitement for me in one morning. So quickly. A DRS followed by a run-out review. Rutherford gave the thumbs up. My first impression that he was out, run out. So we are looking at the screen here. Oh my Lord, 48 for 2. Please hit that thumbs up button. We need to get it up to 100. So, oh, he beats it. Well done, Rutherford. Rutherford gave the thumbs up, you know. Rutherford gave the thumbs up. Wow. Rutherford said, yeah, I beat it. Good run. Well run. So good single there by Rutherford. At least South Africans, something wrong with them. Something definitely wrong with them. You know? So not out is the decision. I was wrong too because I thought it was run out. I thought it was run out. You know? And, you know, that's why you don't trust sportsmen, you know, because the way that the South African were going on, you'd certainly believe, you know, that it was a run out. You know, you can't trust sportsmen. No, man. Not on the field of play, at least. Maharaj round the wicket, down the pitch, come forward, hit it over the top, dunks toward the man at Cow Corner for a single. One more to the total. The West Indies 50 is up after 5.3 overs. Matthew Ford just came off the mark. Rutherford is on 6. So 3 deliveries to go. In the power play, 3 deliveries to go. 50 for 2 as Maharaj comes in, bowls to Rutherford, and Rutherford is bowled down now. No doubt about it. He should have been on the front foot. He stood up on the back foot. The ball comes back into him, and he's out bowled down. Need to come on the front foot and ease the ball down to long on. But he was going back. It was a full pitch delivery. I'd really love to see that from side on. Really, really love to see that from side on because it was a full pitch delivery. There was no way he should be playing that off the back foot. He should be on the front foot as he got bowled down. He cramped for room. It probably come off the back, but because he was on the back foot, look where he is. His left foot was on the popping crease. And I'd really, really love to see, where that ball pitched, the length of that ball. Looking at it from front on, I would say that it was a ball that he should play on the front foot. From a front on point of view, I'm saying that he should be on the front foot. Person would look at that and say it's unlucky, got an inside edge. No, it's not unlucky. He got the inside edge because he made a poor decision. He should have been on the front foot. That's my first impression looking at it from front on. 50 for 3, West Indies after 5.4. The captain, Ruston Chase, come to the crease at number 5. So just remind you we need to get that up. We need to get the likes up to 100. Let us try and get it up to 100, please. Hit that thumbs up button and see if we can get it up to 100. We definitely need to get the likes up to 100. You know. The West Indies now in a spot of bother here. Maharaj to Chase. Chase is forward. He blocks it into the outside. They go through for a quick single. That's where Rutherford should have been. 51 for 3 with 1 to come in the power play. They said that when you lose 3 wickets in the power play, you are behind the 8 ball in T20 cricket. So if that theory holds true, then that West Indies is behind the 8 ball. Is a phrase. 8 ball is a phrase. Maharaj down the wicket, comes forward and hit it dead straight for 6. That's the mystery. That's the X factor. 57 for 3 at the end of the power play. Good shot by Ford. Not afraid to use his feet, although the keeper is standing up. And we want to see more of that from our West Indies batsmen. Although the keeper is standing up, he's not afraid to use his feet, leave the crease, chip to the spinner, and hit it for 6. So West Indies, 57 for 3 at the end of the power play. You know, really, the 3 wicket in T20 cricket, strike rate is important. It's paramount. It doesn't make sense. You strike at 120. That means you'll face 100 ball and make 100 on. You'll face 120 balls on you'll face 100 balls. If you are striking at 120, simple. Let's use a smaller number. If you are striking at 120, it means you will make 12 runs off 10 deliveries. That one edged away by Chase. The keeper dive and it goes away for 4 runs. Mafaka is into the attack. So by extension, you will make a 100 runs, 120 runs off 100 deliveries. If your strike rate is 120, that's what it means. You make 120 runs off 120. And you will keep on messing up this. So I don't concentrate. I'll do it after this delivery from Mafaka. Mafaka, the left arm seamer, is over the wicket, bowls to Chase. Chase eases this through the gap in the covers down to the boundary for a single. The fielder comes across and pick up. So a strike rate of 120 means that off 100 deliveries, you will score 120 runs. Therefore, the rest of the team will only have 20 deliveries to bat. So, in T20 cricket, strike rate is paramount. And that is the main reason, that's the number one reason why teams that hit the most boundaries, 4s and 6s, in T20 cricket won most of the games because strike rate is important. Therefore, I'm not here saying that the West Indies batsmen must not go hard because they need to go hard. This is T20 cricket. But going hard doesn't mean that you swing from the hip and you're on the back foot when you should be on the front foot. Going hard doesn't mean you're not watching the ball. You know, and the 3 wickets that were fallen is just 3 wrong stroke. I remember as a little boy growing up and playing cricket, if you play a wrong stroke, you're out, whether the ball going to here or not. If you should be on the front foot when you're on the back foot and those say wrong stroke, you're out. You know, Mafaka over the wicket, down the ground comes forward and he slapped it, he swung across the line again, got it in the top portion of the bat and it goes out into the outside and they run a single. 63 for 3 after 6.5 overs. So West Indies asked to bat first in this match. Asked to bat first, and we are 63 for 3 after 6.5 overs. 63 for 3. Here's Mafaka, the left-arm fast bowler. He's quick. He's over the wicket, bowls to Chase. Chase off the back foot, look to play a forcing shot, beaten outside the off stump, through to the keeper, and there is no run. End of over number 7. West Indies 63 for 3 after 7. 63 for 3 after 7. So let's run through the West Indies batsman. Brandon King, he was bowled by Bosch for 27. Jansen Charles was bowled by Maharaj for 13. Shafeen Rutherford was bowled by Maharaj for 6. So, you know, when you have 3 batsmen out bowled, it tells you something about the shots that they are playing. It does. It's T20 cricket, but you still need to play a good cricket shot. You still need to keep the head still. You still need to watch the ball. You still need to do the fundamentals. It is because it's because our fundamentals are so poor, you know, why we have to lose our shape to hit the ball hard enough. Linde comes in, bowls to Ford, and Ford mistimed the cut shot. It bunks away into the covers. It travels so slowly that it allows them to get a single as it goes into the gap between backward point and extra cover. And there's a deep man on the cover boundary. So 5 fielders are in the circle, but I know that there's backward point and an extra cover. I know that there's a sweep on the cover boundary. There's a backward square leg, but I have not yet seen the entire field. Chase is on the front foot. He strokes it to that man at extra cover. So I can tell you that there's a short third man now. So there's a short third man. There's a backward point. There's an extra cover. There's a long off, and there's a sweep on the cover boundary. So that's the 5 on the off side. Short third man, backward point, sweep on the cover boundary, extra cover, and a long off. Those are the 5 on the off side. Linde bowls to Chase, who lifts his head and swung at it, got the inner portion of the bat. It goes down to that man coming off the backward square leg boundary, and they got a single. 65 now for 3 after 7.3. So Matthew Ford will comes into strike. He is on 9 from 8 deliveries. Raston Chase is on 7 from 6 deliveries. We're on over number 8. 65 for 3. Linde through and around. He bowls off the back foot, goes Matthew Ford, and swung it down to long on for a single. So 1 more to the total. 66 now for 3. So there's a long on, there's a long off. Extra cover, sweep on the cover boundary, backward point, short third man. Those are the 5 on the off side, and on the on side you have a long on and a man on the deep backward square leg boundary. So I can tell you that the 4 fielders in the deep, I'll give it to you after this delivery. Linde bowls to Chase, and he wristily plays this down forward of square. The fielder on the backward square leg boundary comes in just to where the edge of the circle is and picked up. 1 more to the total. 67 for 3 after 7.5. Matthew Ford moves up to 10. He's on strike. Raston Chase is on 8. 4 runs from this over thus far. Linde through and around. Final delivery of over number 8. He comes in, bowls to Ford, who swung this away. High in the air, over deep, backward square leg for 6. 73 now for 3 West Indies. End of over number 8. Good shot by Matthew Ford. It was down the leg side. It wasn't outside the half stump as we saw previously. Down the leg side, and he swung it away. It came right out of the screw. Gone for 6. End of over number 8. West Indies 73 for 3 at the end of over number 8. So looking good, West Indies 73 for 3 after 8. Run rate still above 9, which is unusual for this ground. It's unusual, you know, the average score. So please let us get that likes up to 100. I'm just checking in on the poll, because the poll will be very interesting reading. 58% of you agree that Samson should be in the team. Carbon Batch bowls to Chase, and Chase steer this away in the air over backward point down to the boundary for 4 more. 77 now for 3. As Batch picks up, Colin Batch picks up, and Chase was onto the front foot. He played it off the up. I don't quite sure if he wants to get it over backward point, but the bat turned in his hand as he looks to drive through the offside off the up, and it luckily for us, it went high in the air over the field at backward point and down to the down to the boundary for 4. Bosch is over the wicket, bowls to Chase, and he steered this into the offside. The man at backward point came across, but he allows it to run through to the man on the sweeper boundary, and they will get another single. 78 now for 3. West Indies after 8.2 overs. Ruston Chase is on 13. Matthew Ford is on 16. Bosch is in his second over, 1 for 14 from 1.2. His first over went for 9 runs. He got the wicket of Brandon King in that over. It was a second delivery of the over. Bosch comes in, bowls to Ford, and Ford plays this down the inside of the pitch. The bowler cannot stop it, but he covers it and allows mid-on to come around and stop it, and there's no run. So in that first over, the very first ball that he bowls to Brandon King hit it away down to the cover boundary for 4. And then the next one, he looks to slug sweep a ball outside the half stump, bottom edge it onto his stump, and Bosch had the final laugh. King went for 27. 78 for 3, West Indies asked to bat first by South Africa, who won the toss. This is the first of 3 T20 internationals. Here is Bosch, comes in, bowls to Ford, and Ford was moving around, looked to reverse scoop. A wide signal by the umpire. I don't like that signal at all. I don't like that signal at all, because Matthew Ford went outside his off stump. I tell you, Matthew Ford was on the return crease when that ball passed him, and the umpire still signal wide. Unfortunate. I don't agree with that signal. I'm telling the truth. I would be livid if I was a South African captain. 79 for 3. Down the pitch, hit it high in the air, long on in business. He's out caught. Matthew Ford goes for 16 from 11. West Indies 79 for 4 after 8.4. He came down the pitch, Botch saw him coming, pulled back his length, and he went through with the shot, and he hauled out to the man at long on. Now, in this type of cricket, I'm telling you the truth, I don't have any problem with these type of dismissal in T20 cricket or not. You can say that no dismissal looks good, and you can analyze every dismissal. But it wasn't a case that he was swing across the line of the ball when it the outside the half stump and not looking. He was trying to reach the pitch of the delivery. The bowler saw him coming, pulled back his line. He went through with the shot, and he didn't clear the fielder. So please hit that thumbs up button. Please hit that thumbs up button, you know. We genuinely need our spinners to bowl well if we're going to win in India. They said 2026 is the new 2016. Let's see if we can repeat the World Cup. Win this year, but right now it looks like 2021 again. Said Master Effects. Yeah, thank you for your comment. 79 for 4. So Gully Side is saying that Sams is in this team next week. I don't quite next game. Bosch bowls to the left-handed Etmaya. Okay. Cricket just get nice. Etmaya is at the crease. Is he smiling? Is Etmaya smiling? He's at the crease. Samuel Kenny said that West Indies need 200 or more to win this game. I don't agree, but everyone is entitled to their opinion. Don't agree. 79 for 4. Batch comes to it. Maya steer this into the backward point region. There's no run. End of over number 9. 79 for 4. If I'm South Africa, I'm keeping on Bosch. Why don't keep on Bosch? Every over he bowls, he gets hit for 4 and then gets another wicket. And gets a wicket later in the over. So why don't keep on? Why don't keep him on? So Gully side is saying Samson in this team next game. What would commentators and postcasters always pick on a loyal Johnson Charles, but always fail to highlight the failures of others? Don't know the point you're making. I don't know the point you're making because I will. What I can say though, that comments like yours suggest to me someone who is practicing suicidal empathy. Yes, you are. Yeah, it's suicidal empathy. Repeat, suicidal empathy. And before you make comment like those also, don't say one is picking on Johnson Charles. Tell us what we say about Johnson Charles that is not true. Right? Tell us what we say about Johnson Charles that is not true. All right. Maharaj bowls to Chase, who gave himself room and played it away down to the fielder on the cover boundary for another single. It's 82 for 4 after 9.3. 82 for 4. 9.3. The run rate of drop. Recall earlier it was at 9.6. So it has dropped at least by 1 run. West Indies need a little partnership here right now. Definitely need a little partnership here right now. So Maharaj 2 for 22 from 2.3 overs. I think Hetmeyer is going to carry him over deep mid wicket for 6, you know. Round the wicket comes Maharaj. Off the back foot go Hetmeyer and just guide it away down to the sweeper on the cover boundary for 1 more. 84 now for 4. Oh, well, 83. 83, sorry. 83 for 4. 9.4 overs. The drinks break will come up after the next 2 deliveries. As Maharaj round the wicket bowls outside the arch stump. Chase hit this down to the fielder running back. And it dropped between the man running back from backward point and the fielder coming off the sweeper boundary. 1 more to the score. 84 now for 4 after 9.5. So it was outside the arch stump. Rastan Chase stretches at that one. And it goes high in the air over the man running back from backward point. Was that Mafaka or Bartman? 1 delivery to come before the drinks break. Maharaj bowls to Hetmeyer. Hetmeyer hit it down to long on. 1 bounce 4. Or has it gone all the way? Hetmeyer hit that dead straight. 4 runs, 1 bounce. And although the fielder at long on was coming around, he was still unable to get to it because Hetmeyer played it well. He placed it perfectly well to the right of the fielder on the long on boundary. And it went for 4 at the drinks break. West Indies 88 for 4. Please remember to check out the Cricket Forum store by clicking the link in the video description. Or you can click the link that is pinned to the live chat of this stream and check out the Cricket Forum store. Yes, the link is pinned to the live chat, so you can check out the Cricket Forum store by clicking on the link. In there, we have a lot of cricket gears and other fashion stuff, other household items. We also have Valentine's Day gift. And speaking of Valentine's Day's gift, you can check out the link for M&M chocolates in the video description also, or there is the QR code on the screen. You can scan the QR code on the screen and use the code Lovebirds and get 15% off your M&M chocolate for Valentine's Day. So share love on Valentine's Day with colorful M&M chocolates. Perfect gifts. Surprise and sweetness moment. Okay? So can Chase justify his pick on this team? Patrick Lambert, tell us why Chase shouldn't be playing on this team. Please tell us why Chase shouldn't be playing on this team. I don't know why Chase shouldn't be playing on this team. John P. Nicol. So, yeah, yes, Patrick Lambert, I'm asking you to tell us why do you think that Chase needs to justify his selection on this team? Please tell us. John P. Nicol, how are you doing? I say, John P. Nicol says some persons are watching on old television and don't have the option to thumbs up. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But when 600 persons watching, the likes should really be 200 at least, though, John P. Nicol. We should really have at least 200 likes, you know. We just have 120. We can do better than that. And if you're not seeing the thumbs up button, as I always said, click off the live chat. And when you click off the live chat, if you are, I don't want, if you are watching on television, hold down the home button and you will see the thumbs up comes up and you can hit the thumbs up button. Banana Brooks is saying that 88 is a good platform, but need 10 per over from here. So we are back with live cricket. As Mafaka comes balls to Chase and Chase steer this down to third man. It went in the air for a little while. For a moment, I thought it was going to backward point, but it went down to third man for a singer. 89 for 4, West Indies. Yeah. So let's see, 89 for 4. Projected score at this time is 175, but I think we'll get more than that. Mafaka over the wicket, balls to Etmaya, who pulls away down to deep mid wicket. There's a field like cow corner, and they will get 90 for 4. You know, because I've not seen the field. 90 for 4 after 10.2. So 90 for 4 now. Mafaka, the left-arm pacer who lit up the World Cup, the Under-19 World Cup. He's quick. He has some pace. Chase is on strike. He's over the wicket, balls to Chase, who gave himself room and hit the side in the air. The fielder comes in and it drops before him. So Rabada was running back from mid-on. The fielder was coming off the deep mid-wicket boundary. And it dropped between both of them as Chase was beaten for pace as he looks to pull that one over deep mid-wicket. But it was too quick for him. It hit the top portion of the bat. It went high in the air and dropped just where the 30-yard circle could have been. And the field that on the mid-wicket boundary could not get there. Rabada at mid-on could not get there. Mafaka over the wicket, balls to Etmaya, who swings this away down to cow corner for another singer. It goes up by 1 to 92 for 4. 92 for 4 after 10.4. Ruston Chase is on 15. Etmaya is on 7. I really think that 175 can win this match, you know. Really think so, based on the history of this ground. I think 175 can win. Mafaka in his second over bowls to Chase. Nice. Turn it away through forward of square. They touchdown for one. They're looking for the second. They field a misfield and allow them to come back for the two. So that's happy for the West Indies. That was a nice shot by Chase. And Mafaka must be wondering what is happening here. 94 for 4 though, West Indies after 10.5. Chase is on 21. Shimron Etmire is on 7. So we are here now. Watch Mafaka, the left-arm seamer, is over the wicket. He comes in now, bowls to Chase, and Chase steer this away nicely. Well in control. Down to third man. Good looking. 95 for 4 at the end of over number 11. So Stephen Russell think that 200 is possible. Roxanne Gray, my dear friend, how are you doing? And she's saying, let's go Etmire. Let's hope that he goes. We hope that he can produce another cameo like he did the other day, you know. Common sense. Come just in time to hear you talk about Etty. You have a problem with that common sense? When last has West Indies had a 50 partnership in any T20 innings in recent time, said Macho Effects. You can do the research, Macho Reflex, do the research, and just follow the cricket. Chase should not be vice captain of why shouldn't he be Ivan Henry? Tell us. So, oh my Lord. And now, you know, Ivan Henry is just going to say, you see why? As Chase gave himself room and bottom edge the ball onto his stump. So 4 of the 5 West Indies batsmen that have been out bowled. 3 of them getting the ball off the bottom edge, off the edge of the bat. You know, so, I mean, as I read the comment from Ivan Henry, and you know, and I'm asking him to tell us why. It's because what I want to know is that it's easy for us to voice our opinion. It's easy. And no one should deny anyone from voicing their opinion. Especially if that opinion doesn't go over the line. But the quality of your opinion will depend on the substance of the opinion. So to say that Chase must be the vice captain, that's your opinion and that's your conviction. But to add substance and value to the opinion, you know, need to elaborate. And because cricket is a performance-driven sport, then you need to bring the data to support your position. And then your opinion will be solid and not just an opinion. Turn away by Ravman Powell down the leg side. They will get a singer here. So 1 more to the total as Ravman Powell get a singer. Good for West Indies. So the score goes up by 1. 1 more to the total. So 97 for 5. Ravman Powell and Shimron Etmire at the crease. Here is Linde, 1 for 14 from 2.2 overs. He's showing around. There's a slip in place. That one grips and turn across Ravman Powell as he was on the back foot. Look to play it off the pitch instead of read the bowler out of his hand. It grips and turn away from the right-hander. And he played inside the line. Linde, chewing around. 1 for 14 from his 2.3 overs. There's a slip in place. He comes in, bowls to Powell, and Powell turns this away down to fine leg. It running out towards the boundary. The fielder comes across, cannot get there. 4 runs. The West Indies 100 is up. 101 for 5 after 11.4. Powell is off the mark with that lap shot down to fine leg. So 2 deliveries to come in over number 12. And he just played it away down to fine leg. Here is Linde. He comes in now, through and around, bowls to Powell, and Powell is forward. And he plays it down to mid-off, and there is no run. The score is 101 for 5 after 11.5. So Linde, the final delivery of over number 12. He comes in now to bowl to Rovman Powell. He's in, bowls to Powell, and Powell off the back foot, steer this away, pass backward point. It running out towards the boundary. The sweeper comes across and picked up, sends a return on the bounce to the keeper, and the batsmen are through for 2. 103 for 5 at the end of over number 12. 103 for 5 at the end of over number 12. Rovman Powell, supposed to be the captain of the T20 team. Our most improvement game came under his leadership. I will say this, Ivan Henry. For me, Rovman Powell would be my captain. So I agree with that. But I just want to say that, on the other hand, I think we have moved past that. He would have been my captain too, but I think we have moved past that now. And it's not something that I entertain anymore. Captaincy was taken from him. I said my piece on it when it was taken from him. I expressed myself, you know, and he would have been my captain if I was the coach. But we have moved past that, Maji. I think we have moved past that. I think we have moved past that. I honestly think so. You know, so I would encourage you to say, let's move past it and wish him the best. He has been doing very well since the captaincy was taken from him. Very, very well. So I move past it. Rabada bowls to Hetmeyer. Hetmeyer slapped this to extra cover, and there is no run. So 103 for 5. Hetmeyer's faced 8 deliveries thus far. So Rabada is back for his 3rd over. Good morning, VG. How you doing, man? Always happy to have you here. I was just about saying I hope Chase and Hetmeyer gives us a good partnership. You go out them, VG. Rabada bowls a full toss to Hetmeyer, who steered it down to cow corner. The fielder had to move to his right. They stayed on 1. The score goes up by 1 to 104 for 5 after 12.3. A full toss from Rabada, and Hetmeyer steered it away down to the fielders. And so bowling to Hetmeyer, they have 3 fielders on the leg side boundary, backward square leg, deep mid wicket, and a man at cow corner, maybe even a long on. I probably need to see it, but it's not Hetmeyer in strike at this time. It's Rovman Powell as Rabada to bowl to Rovman Powell. The final delivery. He's over the wicket, bowls to Powell, and Powell squared up as the ball goes into the offside. 104 for 5 at the end of over. 1 to come, sorry. 1 to come. I get this all wrong. Why did I think it was 5 deliveries gone already? But in fact, it was only 3. So my apology. It's 1 to come. As you see the score on the screen there, 104 for 5. So Rabada to Powell. He's over the wicket, bowls to Powell, and Powell ride a short ball down towards fine leg. The fielder comes off the boundary. 1 more to the score, 105 for 5. So the score goes up by 1 to 105 for 5 with 1 delivery to come in the over. Powell is on 7. Hetmeyer is on 8. Rabada none for 25 from his 2.5 overs. The current run rate is falling all the time. This is a pitch, that takes a lot of 1s and 2s. And I think that over the years, we have seen this. Rabada bowls to Hetmeyer outside the half stump. He cuts and misses, and it goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. End of over number 13. And I saw a person saying that 200 is possible. And I'm saying that 175 is a decent score on this pitch, because despite the way we start, knowing the history of this ground, and this is where, you know, as I said, opinion, back up your opinion with some data. This is one of the grounds where on those few occasions that the fewer boundary counts win matches, this is one of the leading grounds that happen. You know, and generally this is a 160, 165 ground in that ballpark. And it's a ground that requires you to run hard and play the ball in the gap. It is not one of those boundary hitting grounds, so to speak, where boundary comes easy. So despite when the ball was new and the pitch was probably a little fresher and so on. 106 for 5 after 13.1. Interestingly, this match is starting later than usual. So we'll see what happens. Let's watch now as Maharaj comes in now. Bowls to Hetmeyer down the pitch. And Hetmeyer carry him over long on for 6. Oh, he got to the pitch and hit it on the top stair of that balcony there, on the top tier of the pavilion. 6 runs by Hetmeyer, 112 for 5. He came down the pitch and he carried him long over long on for 6. In the gap between long on and Cow Corner, 6 runs. Yeah, the SA bowling. Maharaj to Hetmeyer after back foot he goes. Can't beat extra cover. The ball bounced away, but it stayed in front of the fielder. The South Africa bowling is decent, Banana Books. It is indeed decent, very decent. So let's now, good shot there by Hetmeyer. Lovely shot. Came to the pitch, not afraid. Is that another 6? Is that another 6 that I miss? Oh, yes. Shimron Hetmeyer again. This is a consistency we want from him. Oh, he gone again. This time I look a squarer, but the result is the same. 6 more to Hetmeyer. He now begins to motor here now. 118 for 3. The smiling assassin, we should call him. That's what we should call him. The smiling assassin. Here is Maharaj. Bowls to Hetmeyer. He was winding up again. The bowler pulled it back. He slowed it up. But Hetmeyer kept his eye on the ball and played it down to long on, and they came back for 2. Good running. 120 for 5. Good running. You know, he slowed it down a little, and he kept his eye on the ball and played it down wide of the man at Cow Corner in the gap between E and long on, and they come back for 2. 120 for 5. 1 to go in the over. Maharaj round the wicket. Bowls to Hetmeyer. Hetmeyer steered it away down to the fielder on the cover boundary, and they get 1. End of over number 14. 121 for 5 at the end of 14. Hetmeyer on 23 from 15, and Rovman Powell on 8 from 8. So Salim is saying, Etty is on the move. I am watching in New York. I am 2 balls ahead of you, Mr. Brown, so I wouldn't comment live out of respect. Really appreciate that, Salim. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. And that's the spirit. And I want to big up all of those who are watching and who have aligned their television with us. And for those who are unable to watch, those who are at work, Banana Brooks, who is not getting any images, Mafaka bowls to Hetmeyer, who drove it to me down, no run. 121 for 5. You know, so we really, the visually impaired who cannot see the images, and those of you who are always here watching the cricket, we really appreciate it. 5.5 overs to go in the West Indies innings. Please remember to hit that thumbs up button. We need to get it up now to 250. We should be somewhere very close to 250 now. Mafaka over the wicket. Balls to Hetmeyer. Up and over. Good shot. Lovely shot by Shimron Hetmeyer. Down to the cover boundary for 4. It was up and over cover. Oh, he played that well, you know, boy. That's probably the best shot he has played thus far. He kept his eye on the ball and he played it over the man at cover for 4. Lovely shot. So I want to big up all of those who are listening and not necessarily having the opportunity to watch. I am here for you and I'm glad that you are here. And I really appreciate you much. And those of you who are watching, and as Salim said that, you know, his television is a little ahead, but Hetmeyer pull this away down to deep mid-wicket for 4 more. Oh, what a knock by Shimron Hetmeyer. He moves up to 31. 129 for 5. Oh, Mafaka. Mafaka is feeling the willow of Shimron Hetmeyer here. Wow. So as I said, if you are not seeing the thumbs up button, click off the live chat. You will see the thumbs up button. It takes less than a second. And show your support by just clicking the thumbs up button. Over 308 no balls, so it's a free hit now. Over 386 of you voted. Respond to the poll that I have. 386, 388 now. So I'm thinking that the same second that you take to hit the person you are voting for is the same second you take to hit the thumbs up button. So we should have at least have 388. 88. Hetmeyer swings at the no ball and they go through for a single and they make it comfortable. 130 for 5. So the same second that you take to vote is the same second that you take to hit the thumbs up button. So why would a person vote and don't hit the thumbs up button? Why? What would make you do that? It's you know, that doesn't come across to be as appreciative. It doesn't come across it, you know. And being the fact that you are here because you want to be here, because you appreciate what I'm doing. You appreciate the commentary. Even if you don't appreciate how I commentate, you still appreciate the fact that I'm giving the updates and I'm keeping you up to date with what's going on in the match. So please show back that appreciation and hit the thumbs up button, and so we can get this up to about 400. Even if you're not seeing it, click off the live chat and hit the thumbs up button. Ravman Powell taken high on the tie pad as the ball goes to backward point and there is no run. It's 133 for 5 after 14.5. 133 for 5. This is not a bad position, you know, after 14.5 overs, you know. You know, not a bad position at all. It's a very competitive position. It depends on how well we finish now. You know, it's important that West Indies finish very well. 133 for 5. Mafaka bowls to Powell high in the air. Oh, Lord, as we talk. Oh, drop short. Thank God. 134 now for 5. It dropped short as it went high in the air. Mafaka is really bowling fast and he's beating the West Indies batsman for pace. 134 for 5 after 15 overs. He's really bowling. Mafaka is really bowling fast. Stephen Russell. Greetings, Athena. Big up. Nice to have you here. Hetty is our most feared batsman, said Sherwin. Shirley Samuels. Oh, my Lord. Long time I haven't seen you, Shirley Samuel, joining us from the United States. Good afternoon to you, man. You have been searching, Shirley Samuel. That's you know, sorry, gone. Sorry, the comments gone, Shirley Samuel. But I saw that said that you have been searching. Carlton Heyman believed that with frigid temperature and in New York, said Salim. Wow, I know, yeah. Come on, Powell, said Stephen Russell. Must get 200 plus, said Carlton Heyman. 200 plus would be good. And 200, 512s is 60. So 200 is possible, but as I said, it really matters how we play from here. So Carbon Batch, a man who's getting a wicket per over, bowls to Powell, and Powell dab it into the offside, and they go through for a quick singer. One more to the score. So 135 for 5 now after 15.1. So it will be very interesting to see how we play here. From here. So let's see. It could be very, very exciting. I want to thank all of you who are hitting that thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. And please continue to do so. Just hit off that, click off the live chat. You see the thumbs up button. If you are watching on your television, press down on the home button and you will see it comes up. Bash to Etmire, who played this away, is through the gap, down towards the boundary. The fielder coming around, dive, cannot get there. 4 runs. 139 for 5. You know, for a moment I held my breath because in the second match against Afghanistan, he got out on the cover boundary. But this time, it was to the right, left of the fielder, and he could not get there. 4 more to West Indies. 138 now for 5 at the start of over number 16. 2 deliveries have gone in over number 16. 138 for 5. Bash to Etmire. Etmire dabbed this into the offside to the man at backward point. There's no run. 139 for 5. 15.3 overs have been bowled. Powell is on 12 from 12. Etmire is on 36 from 21, giving this team some impetus. So we're going to watch Carbon Bosch as they are showing both team on the screen, but Etmire is really looking good today. Powell is on 12 from 12, but he has a tendency to step it up. Here's Bosch. Comes in to Etmire, the left-hander, who played a forcing shot, standing up tall in his crease and played a forcing shot down the inside of the pitch. The bowler fielding his follow through probably where the second, a third pitch should have been. So you have the pitch that they are playing on, then a pitch, then another one. So the second pitch away from where the batsman batting on the inside as Etmire is a left-hander, the right arm seam a Colin Bosch over the wickets to Etmire. So 36 is Etmire from 22. Powell is on 12 from 12. West Indies 139 for 5, 15.4 overs. The partnership is 44. So I guess the person who I've asked to do the research, probably if he's watching, then he won't have to go far. Bash to Etmire, and Etmire pulls away. Down to deep mid-wicket, the field has to come to his left. The touchdown, but they decided against coming back for the second. 140 for 5 after 15.5. Powell on 12 will come into strike. Etmire is on 37. The current run rate is just about 8.84. West Indies 140 for 5. 25 deliveries to go in the West Indies innings. Powell is on 12. Etmire is on 37. Carbon Batch 2.5 overs, 2 for 21. This is the first over he's bowling thus far that he hasn't gotten a wicket. Bosch over the wicket, bowls to Powell, and Powell flat batted, and unfortunately it bunks away into the stump at the non-striker's end and knocked over the stump. And so congratulations to the West Indies with the die Carbon Bosch, a wicket in his third over. 140 for 5 after 16, 24 to go in the West Indies innings. Keith Witter is saying a strong finish will be 200. Good comment. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Keith Witter. I appreciate it very much. Patrick Lambert, he's responding to Ivan Henry. Ivan Henry, big up yourself from the USA. Good to have you here, man. Patrick Lambert in St. Lucia. Shirley Samuels from St. Lucia, but she is in the United States at the moment. So big up to everyone who has joined us from all over the world, as Basil and Andre always said. Big up. You know, probably I should invite Andre for the second half because New York is cold and he would be there. Rabada ball wide outside the half stump, 141 for 5. As he is hiding, Rabada hiding from Shimron Etmire, who's on 37 from 23 deliveries. This is Rabada final over. None for 26 from his 3 overs thus far. And he starts this fourth and final with a wide, 141 for 5. Please remember to hit the thumbs up button. Click off the live chat and hit that thumbs up button. We need to get it up to 250. We are 230. Rabada bowls to Hetmeyer, swing and a miss. Bottom head through to the keeper, 141 for 5. Hetmeyer remains on 37. Powell is on 12 from 13. 60% of you believe that Samsung is the right decision. It's the right decision to select Samsung. Let's get it up to 250. 141 for 5. Hetmeyer. This is going to be a good finish, you know. Very good finish. Rabada bowls to Hetmeyer in the air. Long on comes in, drop shot, please. Yes, it drops short of long on. 142 for 5. Well played, Hetmeyer. He timed that perfectly. And he hit it high in the air, but he makes sure that it dropped before it gets the long on. And so he moves up to 38. I was just joking. I know that was intentional. You know, just joking. 142 for 5. What can West Indies do? Hetmeyer is on 38. Rovman Powell is on 12 from 13. Hopefully, Rovman Powell will get going. Rabada comes in, bowls to Powell, and Powell hit this high in the air, over deep backward square leg. It's gone over the top for 6. There's trouble in the crowd. 6 more, 148 for 5. Powell now moves up to 18 from 14 deliveries. Wow. 21 deliveries to go in the West Indies innings. Good shot by Powell. He just picked it up and swung it away. Over the backward square leg, it bounced off the South African dugout. There was a little trouble in the crowd, but it appears that everything is okay. As Rabada, just a little bit too straight. Rabada comes in, goes to Powell, slow delivery, looks to pull. It goes over the gloves, through to the keeper. I'll wait on the signal. No signal from the umpire. 148 for 5. Hetmeyer is on 38 from 25 deliveries. Rovman Powell is on 18 from 15 deliveries. So there is it. The partnership is now 53. So the person who had said that it's a long time, they can't tell when. And that is not true, though. You know, it was not true. But when persons come and make those comments, I don't react to it. I let they go and do their research, because I know that they are not following the cricket and they just come and want to say something. So that's why I told him to go and do his research. You know, but I know that it is not true. But there it is. If you have any doubt, it's now 149 for 5. The partnership is 54. Yeah. When they come and they make comments like those, I know they're not following the cricket, and I know, and I am not here to respond to those type of comments. No, I'm not going to respond to those type of comments by providing the information for them, because you are actually position yourself as in the know. But what you said shows that you are not in the know. So I send you go do the research. 149 for 5. Rabada to Hetmeyer, who drives bottom edge. It goes into the inside. The bowler comes across, cannot pick up there through for a single. 150 now. And you remember just now I was telling you about it was on the second pitch. This one goes a little wider. It was on the third pitch. And they get through for a single. 150 for 5 with 3 overs to go. So it's not a bad position for West Indies. Definitely not a bad position for West Indies. We need to get this up to 250. We should really be closer to 300 now, but 250, really. I want to thank everyone for being here. I really, really, really appreciate every single one of you who are here. I know that 99% of you are here for the right reason. You know, definitely know that. Know that there's a 1% who are not here for the right reason. You know, they are waiting for me to say something that is not right. But I thank every one of you who are here. So West Indies 150 for 5 as Mafaka, the left arm seamer. He's over the wicket, balls to my flat bat it down wide off mid off, who has to move to his right to collect 151 for 5 after 17.1. Etmire is on 40 from 27. Powell is on 19 from 16. It's really Powell time now, you know. These are the time that Powell really excel, these last 3 overs. Can we get at least 12 on overs from these last 3 overs and bring the score up to 136? 186 should say, 186, I'm sorry. Mafaka over the wicket, balls to Powell, slower delivery, swings and misses, and the taking on the body, and he picks up the ball and throws it to the bowler in his follow through, who return to the top of his mark. So slower delivery there, back of her arm, slower delivery from the left arm seamer. As Powell looks to pull, it take him right about where the neighbor is. Although the right foot was a bit bent, but was not totally bent, but it took him where the neighbor is, very close to the neighbor. So the score is 151 for 5. It's a very, very good match, you know, because these two West Indies batsmen are dangerous, and the South Africans are bowling well. So it's a cat and mouse game. So they are making some adjustment to the field. Mafaka, 3.2 overs, none for 27. The left arm pacer. You know, as in South Africa, so he's a black man. Over the wicket, he comes in, bowls to Powell, and Powell pulls away. It bunks away down just outside the 30-yard circle, about another 10 meters beyond the circle. They go through for a single, and he said, over to you, Hetmeyer. Over to you, Starboy. 152 for 5. So 152 for 5. Hetmeyer's on strike. Let's watch Mafaka. He comes in now, over the wicket. Bowls to Hetmeyer outside the half stump, and he plays it away. Wide of long off, who came to his right. Good work by Markham at long off. Picks up, sends the return in. Only one more to the score. 153 for 5. 153 for 5. So Patrick Lambert, as usual, you're giving a shout out to Shirley. Yes, Shirley. Shirley, where's Teresa? That is true, Teresa. Here is Mafaka. Final 2 deliveries. Over the wicket, balls to Powell, and Powell covers up, plays it into the offside, and turn over the strike nicely. This is good bowling, you know, but it's good to see West Indies rotating the strike, not just only swinging for the hills. So it's 154 for 5 as Mafaka goes back to the top of his mark. Yes, Michael Douglas, but the point I was making, you know, Michael Douglas, the person came, and I don't, that's why I'm saying I don't provide those information to persons who came and said that it is not happening, because or you interpret what the person said is that the person is putting forward, like I said, it's not happening. West Indies batsmen are not making 50 partnership in T20 cricket. I know that was not true, so I send him to do his research. You know, I'm actually disappointed that you choose to put up that comment. You know, yeah, the bowling is good, Stephen Russell. Michelle Simpson, you're welcome. You're most welcome. I appreciate that much. Yeah. 2024. I'll take 24. Yeah, 20 would be okay. 24, and we'll get it up to, really want 26. At least I'd want 26. 26 from the last 2 overs. And I somehow I don't see Corbin Bosch at the same level as Rabada and Mafaka. So I really think we can carry him. And it looks like it's Linde going to bowl the last over. That's one peel away. The fielder running around can't get there. One more to the total. Powell really not. This is not one of those bulljanning innings from Powell. You know, still contribute 22 from 20 balls. But those are not going to win you a lot of T20 matches. 22 from 20 balls. You hope that somewhere by now at the end of the innings, after 11 deliveries that left, he will somehow hit 3 sixes somewhere along the line. And then that would carry up the strike rate. Bosh bowls to Etmire. Full toss. Etmire hit it down to long on. Over the top. 6 runs. Oh, I held my breath there because I know the trajectory of the ball. I know that long on was in play. But it went over the Mafaka head, who should have been back on the boundary. I think he was a little bit in. So I held my breath there because I know to the trajectory of the ball, it wasn't that high, and Mafaka should have been on the boundary. Happy that he wasn't. 6 more runs to the West Indies. We move up to 161 for 5. But I really and truly, you know, so I was a bit disappointed, Michael Douglas. So we just need the spear to stay there for the next 2 overs. I don't necessarily agree that, you know, VG. I will tell you after this ball bowls. And he played it out into the offside and they will get a single. For me, with 2 overs, 5 wickets in hand, me need Purser to liquid the ball. So I need them to more than just stay there at this time. If you understand what I mean, VG. They need to give me more than just staying there. We have 5 wickets in hand. It's only 9 balls need to go. So for me, it's not a matter of staying there right now. No, now is hitting away the ball. Here is Bosh. He's over the wicket, balls to Powell, and Powell got a York. I dogged it out. Well ball. Well ball. Well ball. Well ball. Dale's I'm trying ranking. Let's say Dale ranking is saying that anything short of 180 will be short. Well, again, as I said, everyone has their perspective, and we'll only know the right perspective at the end of the game. I don't agree. I don't agree, but it's her perspective, and everyone has their perspective. I think 175 can win, although I want 180. Bosh to Powell, and Powell swings down the leg side. Then it comes off him. They go through for a run. Wide signal, so that is good. So they stay. They never went through for the run. Wide signal, 163 for 5, as the keeper did some good job to his left. So I believe that less than 180 can win it. Joseph Isaac, big up yourself, man. Oh, your son's birthday is today. We just a minute. Bowl a full toss to Powell. Lot of risk. Oh, what a shot down to mid wicket by Powell. Oh, what a shot, boy. Oh, that was a shot and a half. Oh, what a shot by Powell just now down to deep mid wicket. A low full toss. A lot of wrist. A lot of muscle. Oh, good shot. 4 runs. And that's what we come to expect. There's someone who was shouting out their son, and I'm so sorry. And he swung this away now, down to back with a square leg. He mistimed the swing, and they will get a single. The score goes up to 168 for 5 off 19. Powell is on 27 from 23. Etmire is on 48 from 31. But I just want to say that I'm sorry. What's your son's name? So I just want to say I hope that your son will have a wonderful birthday. I don't remember who put it in the chat because it passed me by. But big up to your son. Happy birthday to your son. And I hope you'll make him happy, you know. And many returns. Many returns. 168 for 5. Can we get 12 out of this? And we get it to the 180. I think so. Yeah, Ravman Paul is a bit timing is a bit off today. we have come to know Rovman Powell, especially over the last 2 years, to be hitting 6 and 4s at these time. But it's cricket, yeah? And they are not machine. Yeah. Linde comes in, bowls to Powell, and Powell plays it to mid-on and get a single and give the left-hander the strike. So Linde is bowling left-arm orthodox spin, and he's saying, over to you, Shimron Hetmyer. Over to you. Over to you, Shimron Hetmyer. 169 for 5 West Indies. 169 for 5. I thank each and every one of you. 255. That's very good. I appreciate that. 255 likes. Very good. But please continue to like it, though. I appreciate it, but please continue to slash a like. So it's over to you, Shimron Hetmyer. Linde comes in now, balls to Hetmyer, swung it away. That's his half century. Oh, it has been a long. Oh, he's out caught, you know. What am I doing? Oh, oh Lord. What a blunder. What a booper. It was a full toss. It was full-blooded. But the fielder was right back on the boundary. He took the catch, threw the ball up in the air. He went outside, came back in, and took the catch. I thought it was 6. I was beginning to celebrate. Oh, my Lord. I must be an idiot. I just thought it was 6. I honestly thought it was 6. Because it was a full toss, and I said that gone. That's what I think. It was a full toss, and I said that gone. Only to see the fielder parrying the ball back. So there it is, full toss, right in his slot. He muscles up, he swung it away, and I said gone. And the fielder took the catch on the deep mid-wicket boundary, then came back in and took the catch. He went off. What are they looking at? Did his foot touch the rope right there? He's 6, you know. I think they have to look at that again. You need a different angle to look at that. Remember I told you can't trust sportsmen? He says out, but you can't trust them. They need an angle. They need a zoom in. But what is Super Sport producing this match, right, Banana Brooks? So Super Sport is producing it. It says out. Super Sport is producing it. So they're not going to show you an image that his foot actually touched the boundary. They're not going. I am telling you that if South Africa was batting, you would have gotten more images from Super Sport. I'm telling you. I have no doubt in my mind that you'd have gotten more images from Super Sport. You'd have gotten more images. Yeah. You know. You see what I'm telling you about? That there are persons like Steve Russell. You hear him? Him willing to say, stop it, Mr. Brown. You know? But, you know, anyone who look at that. Yes, Salim. You know, anyone who look at that. Full toss, right in Hetmyer slot. Yes, probably that ball should still be traveling. Eh? That ball should, they should have a box of ball out on the field right now looking to choose a ball. Because that was right where Hetmyer needed. And Jason Holder hit this one high and hard over the top. The fielder comes in, took the ball on the bounce, and they go through for a single. 170 for 6. 3 to come. 3 to come. Because they played that well, and I think that was the main reason why Rovman Powell took the single, the left-arm orthodox spinner. The matchup with Hetmyer is good. He's bowling right into Hetmyer's slot. But then just like we saw many times with Brian Lara, many times with a number of batsmen, their most favorite scoring shot got them out. Linde comes in, bowls to Powell wide. 171 for 6. So, my son's birthday, give us a, oh, Michelle Simpson, happy birthday to your son. Please extend the warmest of birthday greetings on behalf of the entire Cricket Forum community to your son. Powell get a Yorker, which he dug out, play to mid-off. And Linde is bowling this last over very well, 172 for 6. 172 for 6. We need a 6 off one of these last 2 deliveries. Come on, Jason Older, give us a 6. Happy birthday to your son, Michelle Simpson. Next time you tell us his name, yes, so happy birthday. Happy birthday. Here is Linde. He comes in now, through and around. Both the holder who hit it high in the air. I don't want to say anything this time. He's caught just beyond the 30-meter circle, 30-yard circle. And so I would say that, what do you think about these last 5 overs? South Africa won these last 5 overs. We were 133 for 5 after 15 overs. And so we have added 39 runs and lost 2 wickets in 4.5 overs, 39 runs. What would you give me your feedback? Do you think that 39 runs, 2 wickets in the last 5 overs, that's just 40 runs would be 8 runs and over? You have 5 wickets in the last 5 overs. We should have done better. But again, I keep on making the point, this pitch is that type of pitch. I keep on telling you that the average score on this pitch is 160, 165, and we are at 172. So I think it's competitive. Those are my views. I think it's competitive. We'll definitely be here to see. I won't end the stream, but I probably won't be here for the start of the South African innings. As who's that batsman? Romario Shepherd wind up and hit it back straight. The bowler stopped it with his shoes and it ricocheted to mid-on. So we'll end at 173. I believe it's a competitive total. I honestly believe so. I honestly believe that it's a competitive total. Should Shepherd have batted higher up the order, said Worried? No, why would Shepherd? No, I don't think so. You're gonna send Shepherd ahead of Powell and Etmire? You don't do that. You don't do that. If you're going off emotions, then maybe you have a case. But if you're going off the raw data and what the batsmen have been doing, you wouldn't want to send him ahead of. I wouldn't send him ahead of Powell and Etmire. And Etmire came ahead of Powell, and there's no way I'm going to send Shepherd ahead of Powell. No way, no way. I think Chase came that time because we had lost 3 wickets in the power play, and many persons see Chase as one of the more steadier batsmen in the team, as one of those who can rotate the strike and so on. And having lost 3 wickets in the power play, I never have an issue with Chase coming in at number 5 then, I didn't have a... and I think this total... I think this total is competitive. Yes, Banana Brooks, I definitely think this total is competitive. I think we should have made more runs. They bat too slow in the last 5 overs. Yeah, to get 40 runs off the last 5 overs with 5 wickets in hand and losing 2 of those wickets, I think that South Africa played better than us in the last 5 overs. So I agree with you, Roxanne. That's just 8 runs a little over with 5 wickets in hand. But this is a type of pitch. I keep on saying it, that this pitch is this pitch, and I think it's a competitive total. I keep saying it. It is a competitive total. All right. So I really appreciate you being here. There's an innings break now. You'd appreciate that I've been going for the start of the match. So I'm going to take a half-hour break. I will leave the stream up. I'll play some music. So and I'll come back probably about after 5 overs or so. So, and I have not. Yeah, yeah, Steve Russell, you're not going to like these because I've not updated my music library. But let's see how Puppy Love sounds, Steve Russell.
play. Shot towards goal, blocked by the keeper. Goal! Goal by Statham. Goal. Statham have scored. Wow. Well done, Da Costa. Oh, good play. Shot towards goal, blocked by the keeper. Goal! Goal by Statham. Goal. Statham have scored. Wow. Well done, Da Costa. Goal, what a goal! What a goal! Wow! And they have turned this around. Golden Grove All Age have turned the match on its head. What a goal! Oh, that fake into the net. Wow! And they have turned this around on its head. Goal, what a goal! What a goal! Wow! And they have turned this around. Golden Grove College have turned the ball on its head. What a goal! Oh, that fake into the net. Wow! And we have it. They have turned this around on its head.
Yesterday at the press conference, Blunder Factory said that the West Indies players were flying in the field. Those were not his exact word. I'm putting it in my word. But he's essentially saying that he has never seen the team fielding so well and with the enthusiasm that they are showing in training. The first chance that West Indies got in this match to take a wicket, Crampy Hussain put down a sitter. And after 5.1 overs, South Africa looking to get 174 to win, or 58 without loss. Hello everyone and welcome back to the run chase. Many persons were saying that we need over 200. I was saying that 175 thereabout is a good total. I still think that 175 is a good total on this pitch. But when your team is bowling garbage, no total is defensible. The way the West Indies team started out bowling, even if we had made 250, at this rate, we will lose the match also. Let's hope that the bowling tighten up and we give this a good go. But it's not like the South African batsmen are doing anything special. We are just bowling the ball in the right area for them to step and hit. 63 without loss after 5.3. Every bowler have gone for runs. Every single West Indies bowler. The most Matthew Ford, 1 over went for 13. Akil Hussain, 1 over went for 12. Jason Holder, 1 over went for 13. Romario Shepherd has now bowled 4 deliveries and it has also gone for 13. Chase was not bad. His over cost 5 runs. And Jaden Seals conceded 2 fours in his over, bowling a half volley with his final delivery. That Markram reminds us of Richie Richardson as he played it away through the covers. So South Africa off to a bright start here. 66 without loss after 5.4 overs. But slower delivery down the leg side, white signal. The score goes up by 1 to 67 without loss. 67 without loss. I thank you each and every one of being here. So Kervin Duncan, that's the point I'm making, Kervin Duncan, that even 250 would have chased down 2 of these guys are bowling. As that one is whipped away down to the man on the D mid-wicket boundary for another run. And so they go up by 1 to 67. 67 without loss. Markram is on 31. Pretorius is on 33. Yes, yeah, apart from Chase and Seals, yes. So let's watch Romario Shepherd. Over the wicket bowls to Pretorius, a full delivery which Pretorius stroked down the ground and mid off in the form of Jason Holder field, and there is no run. I know West Indies is losing, but we are just 6 likes away from 300. So let's get the likes up to 300, please. 6 likes away from 300. So I can end this poll. Maybe I should have ended this poll during the break. So 57% agree with the decision to pick Samson in the squad. All right. All right. So it was a dolly that Hussein dropped. So please hit the thumbs up button and let us get the likes up to 300. It's 296 on the 4 to go. That will be very good for a watch along. I know if West Indies win this match, we'll get it up to 500. But for the time being, we have to second with 300 plus. So Hussein to bowl his second over. I always prefer to see Hussein opening the bowling, you know. So Jay Anderson is saying that we should fire Blunder Factory ASAP. How much longer do we have to see poor selection? Fire everybody. They'll be fine. They are all well paid. But Jay Anderson, I feel your frustration, boss. I know the frustration, you know. I know the frustration, Jay Anderson. Yeah. 69 without loss. 174 is the target. Pretorius is on 35. Markram is on 31. Hussein in his second over, none for 13. The left-arm orthodox spinner. He's going round the wicket to bowl to the right-handed Markram. He's in. Bowl to Markram, who goes off the back foot and plays this down to the fielder on the cover boundary. The smiling Shimran Etmire, who lobs the return into the keeper. And one more to the total. You know, when Etmire got out, it was a full toss that he swung down to deep mid-wicket. And when he swung that full toss, I said 6. And I started congratulating him on 50. As Hussein bowls to Pretorius, who works it down wide of Ravman Powell at long on. They get a single, one more to the total. When he hit the ball, I start to congratulate him and say that's well played, 50 for Maya, blah, blah, blah. And not even look. When I saw the fielder tossing the ball in the air, I was so surprised, very surprised. Hussein comes in now. Bowls to Markram, Markram forward, turn it away into mid-wicket for 1. Will they come back for 2? No. They stay on 1. The score goes up by 1 to 72 without loss. 6.4 overs. 612 is 72. 610 is 70, 710. So it's not out of reach, you know. I still think that West Indies have a chance to win this match, but we have to start bowling better. We have to start bowling better. We have a chance. Have a chance, man. As Pretorius look to reverse sweep, it goes down to the man and the sweeper boundary who sends the return into Johnson Charles. And the score goes up by 1 to 73 without loss. 73 without loss. Pretorius is on 37. Markram is on 33. So, at similar time, West Indies were 63 for 3. Hussein bowls. And Markram hit this down to long on. Chance, it must be. Oh, it's in the gap. Jason Older circled and sends the return into the bowl, into the keeper. And there is 2 more. So Chase will come into the attack now. 75 without loss. That ball just now, I would, you know, when you're watching on television, you can't get the real perspective as if you were at the match. But just from the images that we saw, do you think Jason Older should have cut to the ball instead of circle it and try to take the catch? But I don't know. Maybe the World Cup is 11 days' time. Nobody wants to put their body on the line. Now, going back to Etmire, during the break, I was saying to myself, if somebody asks Etmire where he would like a ball to be bowled to him, it must be right there, so you know. Knee height, full toss, and he picked out the man on the deep mid-wicket boundary. That's one of those things still. Those things happen. But when I started celebrated, I really thought it gone for 6. And when I looked back at the TV screen and I saw Chase bowls to Peteros, who uses his feet down the pitch. Hit it back at Chase. Chase, I can't tell you whether it was a bum ball or it was a drop chance, but it went right through Chase and down to the long on boundary or the long off boundary right behind the bowler for 4. So let's see if it was a bum ball. No, it was a drop chance. Chase dropped the catch again. So 2. So this team that was supposed to be flying in the field and have now dropped 2 sitter. Yes, it hit hard, but it's straight back to him. So this field that was supposed to be flying in the field have suddenly dropped 2 sitter. You know? That one was more difficult than the Hussein one, but at this level, you're still expected to take it. Yes, you really still expect everybody to take those catch. You expect those catch to be taken at this level. So Chase is going to change the angle of his attack. He's going to bowl round the wicket. Round the wicket to Markram. Markram off the back foot, plays it away down to the sweeper on the cover boundary, who comes in, sends the return in to the keeper. A strange way. It's like almost an underarm flick, the way that he sent in the ball. 81 without loss. Almost like an underarm flick. He just sent it in. So Peteros is on 42. Markram is on 36. The partnership is 81. Chase round the wicket to the left-hander, who slapped this again down to long on. Was just deep in his crease and slap it down to long on, and they get 2 more. So Peteros really batting well here. Really batting well. It was a good toss to win, you know. This toss was a good toss to win. Very good toss to win. It appears to me that there's a lot of dew on that field right now. That's how it appears to me. So, yes. And if there's a lot of dew on it, it was a good toss to win. Rastan Chase now comes in now to bowl to the left-handed Peteros, who is on 44. Chase to Peteros, and he hits this high in the air down towards deep mid-wicket. The catch taken this time, finally. Match 4 took the catch on the deep mid-wicket boundary, and Peteros goes. Rastan Chase got the breakthrough. 83 now for 1 after 7.5. So congratulations to Rastan Chase for getting the breakthrough. 83 for 1 after 7.5. West Indies picking up their first wicket, which I hope will be the first of many to come. So Wendell Rastan Chase finally said Salim. I agree with you, Salim. Finally, thank you everyone who have shown and liked the video. Please continue to like it. I appreciate it very much. So over 300 persons have liked this video. Congratulations. Well done. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Let's get it up now to 350. Good catch. And importantly, he protected the ball. He protected the ball. I saw Conley using the ball to break up and think that he should be given the catch. Umpire said, not out. The ball can't touch ground and you expect to give a catch, man. To be caught. In the Big Bash League final, the man catch the ball and put it on the ground and want the umpire to give the batsman out. Them feel like that, then sicker than it. So Ryan Rickerton, really want West Indies to get a wicket or 2, you know, because right now I'm probably on the flat side. 83 for 1. 83 for 1 as Chase round the wicket, bowls to Rickerton, and Rickerton plays it back down the pitch to the bowler field, and there is no run. So Chase 2 overs, 1 for 13, and as usual, is very economical. 83 for 1, so the target is 174. So you add 17 to 84, so they need a further 91 runs to win. So 91 runs with 9 wickets in and 12 overs to get it. Probably, I think we are in this, you know. I'm not ruling out a West Indies victory because as this ball gets softer, it will be much harder to bat. It will be much harder. And that batting lineup is not very long, you know. Because after Sibit, Linde, yes, can bat a little. Bash, you know, you recall Bash playing in the in the CPL and him cannot get a wicket and him cannot score him age. You know, so I don't know. Don't know. 84 for 1. Just don't know. 84 for 1. Can West Indies win this match? Can West Indies really win this match? Current run rate is 10.29. 7.61 is what they need. Is what they need from here. I don't know if they can win. So Jason Ola is back into the attack. He's over the wicket now. Bowls to the left-handed Rickerton. This is a strong top 6 from South Africa, you know, but I think the gap between 6 and 7 is wide. Yes, Linde can hold his bat, but I don't see him as one who we should worry about. You know, I really think we don't need to worry about him, and I think this is still on. Definitely think this is still on. Well taken, Match of Ford. Older bowls to Rickerton, who stand tall and played it down to long on for a single, 85 for 1. So Older was back off a length there, and Rickerton just stand tall and played it down to long on for a single. So I want to thank everyone who are here. Those of you who are doing on the watch along, watching the match while you are tuning into me, and those of you who for varying reasons and circumstances are unable to watch the match but have tuned into the commentary, and I'm telling you, I'm here for you. I'm also here for Corporate Jamaica. Let us partner to bring the World Cup. Every single West Indies match, every single delivery. So Corporate Jamaica there, just reaching out to you and said, I'm prepared to partner with you for us to bring the World Cup to a passionate Caribbean audience. So the Cricket Forum is open for partnership. 85 for 1 after 8.4 overs. Markram is on strike. Jason Older bowls to Markram, and he slapped this just to the edge of the 30-yard circle. The fielder coming off the long boundary comes in and picks up 86 for 1 now with 1 over to go, 1 delivery to go in over number 9. I believe West Indies is in this. I honestly think that West Indies is in this. This is not a high-scoring ground. Yes, they get off to a good start. Yes, we bowl bad in the beginning. But this is not a high-scoring ground. So looking for the field here for Jason. A short third man, deep backward point, extra cover. Mid-off. So there are 2 sweep on the boundary. Yorker dug out by Rickerton, and Older got a bad bounce. It just bounced over the tall, what I call him again? Tall, lazy Older. And it just bounced over Older and goes away. Good over, good comeback over there from Jason Older. Only 4 runs from it, so that's a good over. So well bowled, young man. So they are 86 for 1. 87 for 1. 87 for 1. Yes, Salem is saying we can do it. We need the wickets along with a serious containment. Kervin is saying SA top 4 solid. Yeah, I think top 6. They have a very good top 6. The fall off come after 6. The fall off come after 6. And that doesn't mean Linde cannot hold his own. Linde can hit away a ball. So Rastan chases with his third over now. Round the wicket, the batsman reverse sweep past a lazy dive from that fielder at backward square leg. He just sat down. He didn't make any effort. He just lay down on the lush green turf and said, this feel like I can sleep on it. That fielder at backward point, who is he? We need to see him. Look at this attempt now. I think this camera will more likely show you. He just lay down. Whoa, boy. Chase round the wicket, bowls off the back foot. The batsman stroke it and Chase dive full length to his right and stopped it. That was the second pitch. So the right arm off spinner round the wicket to the left hander who stroke it on the two adjoining pitch, the second one, and he reached it and dive and stopped it. Chase round the wicket. Bowls to the left hander who was shaping to reverse sweep, and then Chase fired it down the leg side. He tucked it into the inside and they got a single. 5 from this over thus far. So Chase 2.3 overs, 1 for 18. South Africa 92 for 1 after 9.3. Remind you the drinks break coming up after this over. Markram is on 38. Rickerton is on 7. The target is 174. Etmire top score for the West Indies with 48. Markram, the South African captain, seconds as Ruston Chase is round the wicket to Markram. He's in, he bowls to Markram. Markram drive on the up, down towards long off. Bunks twice before it goes to Jaden Seals, who send the return on the bunks to Johnson Charles. 1 more to the total, 93 for 1 after 9.4. Rickerton and 7 comes into strike. Markram move up to 98. Ruston Chase 1 for 19 from 2.4 overs. He's in his third overs. There's a short third man, a backward point, extra cover. He bowls to the left-handed Rickerton, who works it down to deep mid-wicket. Work for the fielder, comes around nicely. That's Matthew Ford, lob the return to on the bunks to Ruston Chase at the bowler's end. 94 for 1 now. 1 delivery to go before the drinks break. Chase 2.5 overs, 1 for 27 runs from this over thus far. He needs to close out this over very good. He switched to over the wicket to Markram. He probably has something in mind. Here is Ruston Chase. He's just making some adjustment to his field at the last moment. He's ready now. He tosses the ball from hand to hand. He passes the umpire just about now and he delivers to Markram. Markram turn it into the inside, down towards deep mid-wicket. The touchdown there, shape for the second. Good work again by that fielder coming off the deep mid-wicket Moji. It's the smile in it, Maya. 10 overs gone, 95 for 1, drinks break. Salem is saying that we can do it. We need wickets along with a serious containment. I agree with you. Yes, Banana Brooks is saying, yes, Salem, exactly, containment pressure. Yes, the drinks break, 95 for 1. They need 79 to win in 10 overs. And the calculation is easy. 10 overs is 79. Less than 8 runs and over. 9 wickets in hand. South Africa are known as chokers, you know. I'm going to put up a poll. The drinks break, I'm taking this opportunity to put up a quick poll. In which over will this match finish? In which over will the game end? Ends. So first, will it go 20 over or will it be 19? Or will it be 18? Or will it be 17? So I don't think it will end earlier than the 17th over, because they'll have to go at 10 runs and over from here. And it looks like the bowling have tightened up. And I think that Hussein is going to come on and bowl some good overs, especially now that the field is back. Ruston Chase is bowling well. And so the question is going to be start asking now, why did you play the extra spinner instead of the extra batsman? So there's a poll. So there's a tell me what you think. Which over you think the match is gonna finish? I laugh because the first person that voted, you know, said 17th over, but now he's overtaken. So so tell us which over you think the match will finish. Yes, tell us which over. So we're looking forward to your participation in the poll. We always welcome your interaction with the #1 cricket channel in the Caribbean. Please check out our store. Please check out our store by clicking the link in the video description and scan the QR code and check out M&M for their Valentine's Day special. Use the code LOVEBIRD, courtesy of the Cricket Forum, LOVEBIRD, all caps, and get 15% discount when you scan the QR code and check out M&M chocolates. One of the best gifts you can give. You know, it always said every gift is a person. Oh, it is. Everyone loves a present or a gift, especially when it is sweet enough to eat, and that is M&M chocolate. South Africa 95 for 1. You saw that football clip that I put up. Which was the better goal? The free kick or the build up to the first goal? I really think the build up to the first goal, in my estimation, was the better goal. But the free kick was stunning. I was shocked when it went in. I thought he was just going to lob it into the air, but he baked it. Akil Hussain is back into the attack. He's bowling to Aidan Markram. Is round the wicket. Bowls to Markram, and Markram hit it for 6 over Cow Corner. Nothing delivery. Long up. Hussain pulled it down, and Markram hit it into the grass bank for 6. South Africa 100 is up. This match may well finish before 17th over, and I'm saying that I don't think it will finish before the 17th over. But if you continue to bowl long up, this match is going to finish. Look at that. Long up, back of a length. Markram said, thank you very much, and he hit it into the grass bank. 101 for 1, South Africa. I said 101 for 6? Oh, wow. We wish, yeah? We wish. Maybe I'm speaking it into being. Here's Akil Hussain. He comes in now, bowls to Markram. Markram on the front foot played it to long on. One more to the total. 102 now for 1 after 10.2 overs. Akil Hussain, 2.2 overs, none for 26. You know, a lot of persons have hope, you know. A lot of persons have hope that we were going to win this match. Akil Hussain bowls to Rickerton, and the chase coming around from extra cover failed to reach it. So clearly the West Indies team is not flying in the field. Yes, one of the times there were over 800 consecutive views. Over 800 persons watching the live when West Indies were batting, because once the West Indies people have hope, they will come out and support their team. Hussain bowls to Markram, who flat batted it down to long off for another single. One more to the total. 104 for 1, South Africa, in reply to West Indies 174. So 70 more runs needed. Kervin Duncan said 15.4 overs. Michelle Simpson said the last over. Hussain bowls to Rickerton, who sweeps this away down to the fielder coming off the backward square leg boundary for a single. George Chambers, how you doing? George Chambers saying that all when they are sleeping, they cannot lose this. 20th over with a West Indies win set sailing. Let's see. Hussain bowls to Markram off the back foot. He strokes it past Hussain. No effort. You know, there are two things here, and you have to strike a balance. There's a World Cup coming up in 11 days' time. And I noticed that this is the second time that we are playing South Africa just before a World Cup. Second time. It happened in 2024, and it is happening again now. Just before the World Cup, we play them. And Markram brought up his 100 with that stroke, so Markram is on exactly 50 from 28 deliveries. So I know everybody wants to go to the World Cup, but I really think some ball passing the West Indies fielders that they need to stop. Because I think even that ball just now, I think it was a return chance. The one that Markram stroke past Hussein in the air to get his half century. I think it would have been a return a chance. As Chase bowls to Rickerton, who is off the back foot, and he cuts it away down to the field and the cover boundary for a single. 108 for 1 after 11.1. So Markham and 50 will comes into strike. Steve Russell. That's a good one, Steve Russell. That's the first sense you make from morning, Steve Russell. It's probably the first time from morning you say something that is sensible. Steve Russell. Chase round the wickets, ball to Markham, who played it to long on. Ravman Powell is the fielder, 109 for 1. So Steve Russell is saying that no Springer, no miracle bowling. But Darren Sammis did say that, no, he never said miracle, he said mystery. Mystery. X factor. Mystery. Chase bowls to the left-handed Rickerton, who swing him again into the grass bank. So Chase, they're just over pitching, and Rickerton sweeping into the grass bank. That slug sweep shot was first played by Ansi Connier, the former South African captain. He's the first one I see playing it in an international match. I would have seen some swiper in bush cricket and so on, and Currygold cricket, but in international cricket, Ansi Connier was the first one. As Chase bowls to Rickerton, he float that one upside the half stump. He cannot beat the man at cover. As he came down hard on his bat, probably damaged the anger. Did he? No, it's okay. Well bowled, Chase. I love that ball. That ball dropped quickly. It float up, your eyes lift up, but then it dropped. Chase over the wicket, bowls to Rickerton. He's dropped again. Oh, he played it right back to him. He dropped the catch again. This is a team that Darren Sammis is flying in the field. Well, again, I use the word flying. That is my word. But bowls to Rickerton, who turned that away into the hand side. They run one. Will they look for two? They're looking for two. Can't prevent it as a fielder comes in the return, misses the stump. Two more to the score. 117 for 1 after 12. Yeah, but yesterday in the interview, they said the team, he has never seen the team look like that in the field yet. The energy and the commitment and blah, blah, blah. But so far, we have dropped 4 catches in this match. 4. Chase 2, Hussein 2. 1 each up, well, it's 3 Chase drop. 1 goes through his hand. No, yes, Chase dropped 2. The 2 return catches. Then Hussein dodge a return catch, and then he dropped the volley. No, man. I would like for them to win, but yeah, we all do. Sheldon, how you doing? I haven't seen you from morning. Where were you, Sheldon? The chat was hot since morning, Sheldon. But Sheldon, am I reading you right, Sheldon, that when West Indies is winning, we don't see you, but when West Indies is losing, you come on? Am I right, Sheldon? Tell me if I'm right. Because you are trying to make up your mind whether to come on and watch before whether you come on and watch and comment because you want to see where the match was going first. So if West Indies was like, it should. So 12 overs have been bowled. So if they were like 60 for 5, I wouldn't see you on the channel. Am I reading the room right, Sheldon? I'm just asking you. Or am I wrong? But I am of the impression, Sheldon, that these days I'm only see you commenting when West Indies is not on top. Or am I wrong, Sheldon? Tell me, I will apologize right away. But Sheldon is saying, if we don't make 200, we will not challenge anybody. That's that's what he said. Seals back into the attack. This one is played down on the inside of the pitch. The right arm seam at Rickerton, the left-hander. Seals picked up, and there is no run. Alfonso Alfonso Stevens is saying that the bowlers are useless. Yeah, man, Jaden Seals is in the team, Kervin Duncan. And he's bowling to bowls. Back off a length. Rickerton looks to pull it, came off the body, goes to short, third man, and there is no run. Akil Hussain is in the team. Jaden Seals is in the team. So they are Trinidadians in the team. So that couldn't be the reason, man. Him just don't like. He doesn't like when the West Indies win, and it is no. I should not go there. Let me not say that. I withdraw that comment, Sheldon. I don't want to hear from your lawyer. Let me withdraw that comment. Here's Seals now as he comes in now over the wicket, both to the left-handed Rickerton in the air. Chance must be a oh, that ball, Jesus, man. The ball just pop off the back of the bat. It goes high in the air and it goes to mid-wicket, and there was no mid-wicket. Seals almost get there, but he has to run probably about 20 yards. Back of a length, Rickerton looks to turn. It goes high in the air. Seals can't get there. It dropped to the edge of the third pitch. So you have the pitch we are playing, and then you have 1, 2, 3. It dropped to the furthest end of it in about a mid-wicket region. Seals couldn't get there. 119 for 1, 12.4 overs. Good over this by Seals thus far. So was his first over. Bowler slow delivery to Markram, who slapped it down the ground for 4. It was a slow delivery. It was badly lined, badly length. It gives Markram enough time to see it, and he just slapped it through the covers down to the boundary for 4. 123 for 1. The bowling weak and left short by 25 runs minimum, said Island Glows. I don't think the bowling is that weak, you know. No. Let me say this. We are not bowling well today. We are bowling poor. Our execution today is poor. We are bowling poor. But speaking in general terms, I think that we have a very good bowling attack. It just goes down. Seals comes in, both to Markram. Markram play this one off the stump to short third man and get a single. That's not a bad over by Seals. How much? 7 from it or 6? 7 or 8 from it. The figures have not yet come up. But again, another good over by Jaden Seals. He has bowled well. His first over went for 8 runs, and his second went for 7 runs. So he has bowled well. So generally speaking, my friend, I don't think the bowling is bad. That's a separate thing, though, from us bowling well today. We are not bowling well. The third point is that can Blunder Factory and Ravi Rampal get the bowlers to perform at their best? You know, that's the third thing, you know. Can Blunder Factory and Ravi Rampal get the bowlers to perform at their best? Steve Russell said, Mr. Brown, you're a joker. I made sense every comment, whether you like it or not. Well, not sure. Yeah, man. Of course. Of course, you have to convince yourself that you do. You must let other people's opinion bother you, know. Well, at least you say I'm a joker, so at least you take it lightly. So no problem, man. Shepherd comes in. Markram walks at him and flicked it away down backward of square leg. The smiling assassin picks up and sends the return in to the keepers. The smiling Hetmeyer. It's a Alfonso Stevenson said, but look at how they are not putting the ball in the right place. No, but that's the point I'm making. You know, I'm saying separate. I said it. They are not bowling well today. But if you look at the bowling performances of this team, over the last 18 months to 2 years. Generally, the West Indies have a good bowling attack. They are not bowling well today, but generally we do have a good bowling attack. The challenge is always in the field and when we are batting. 121 for 5. So I agree with you that we are not bowling bad today, but bowling good today. But I cannot write off this team as a poor bowling team. It's poor today, but generally speaking, it is not. Yes, Larry Prince, our good friend from Antigua and Barbuda, right? Let's see Larry Prince joining us from Antigua and Barbuda. A shepherd back of a length, Rickerton swings and miss, and it goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. But I'm one who's always believe once there are more runs than ball, you have a chance. I always believe that. If there are more runs than ball, you have a chance. So here is, or he pulled out again. So South Africa also use 3 bowlers who bowl 140 plus. Probably need a quicker bowler to rush the batsman. Shepherd bowls a full toss to Rickerton, long off of it. Oh, Powell could get there. As it dropped probably about 10 meters, 10 yards beyond the 30-yard circle, and Powell just couldn't get there. And so, and I think that's a solid point, because how many times we play the pull shot and our batsmen were late in the pull shot. So I think that's a good point. Mafaka was bowling fast as usual. Rabada was fast, as usual. Bash got it up to 140, Michael, you sure? I've never seen Bash bowl 140 yet. I've never seen Bash bowl 140 yet, Michael. So you sure that he got it up to 140? Shepherd bowls to Markram down the leg side. Good work by Johnson Charles. Good work that. Good technique there shown. He showed a good technique just now to collect that ball. He moves, good foot movements to his left, then long barrier and get it into the gloves. Well done. 127 for 1. 1 to come in this over. The target is 174, so 23 and 24 is 47. 47 needed from 37 deliveries. Over the wicket comes Shepherd, bowls, turn away, down to legs, fine leg for 4. Down the leg side, and he clipped it away down to fine leg for 4. And Shepherd is looking at, like he said, that how did you play that? He played it because it was a ball on the man pad down the leg side, and he just clipped it away. He just clipped it away, full ball. I've never seen him bowl 140 yet, Mikel. So if you see him bowl 140, I've never seen him bowl 140 yet. Alfonso Stephen. Mr. Brown, can you give me a reason why Charles is still in the team? He's a reserve wicket keeper. But Alfonso Stevens, Michael Douglas, answer Alfonso Stephen for me. I think you gave a good one yesterday. I think you gave a good one yesterday. How you doing, man? Gladstone, good to have you here. McLean, good to have you here. So Seals, none for 15 from 2 overs. The moon in all its glory. He bowls to Rickerton, who look to turn this into the onside. It goes out to the end of the square. It's a big square, and it's almost like an 8-pitch square. And it goes right out to the end of the square. Thank you, Gladstone McLean. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, Michael Douglas, give the gentleman an answer for me now, please. So, 132 for 1. Seals bowls, and he's slapped away by Markram down to the field and the cover boundary. That's Etmire. They're looking for 2, but the return comes in at the wrong end. The return comes in at the bowler head, but the batsman at the striker end was backing up too far, so no damage done. 133 for 1. It couldn't be always. It must be sincere that he put on that extra pace, because as I saw him from as early as 2021, and he was nowhere near 140. So maybe over the last year, and maybe because you would have seen him in this year SA20 and he was bowling quicker. Maybe that's the first time he ever touched 140. But the back of a length swung away over backward square leg for 6. As Jaden Seals bang one in short, Rickerton was quick to pounce on it and pull it over deep backward square leg for 4. Sheldon Smith is saying that once we take them to 19 overs, I'm satisfied. It's the St. Lucian court have to be filed. Okay. All right. Jason Seals bowls to Rickerton, who turned this away down to deep mid wicket. Definitely will get 2 this time, especially that Shimmer Letmeyer failed to pick up and sends the return in now. So this is probably Jaden Seals' most expensive over. But this happened. When a team is only 1 wicket down, the batsmen are going to take more chances. And the chances that the South African are taking is that the same chances that the West Indian are taking. Our West Indian players are swinging across the line of full ball and getting bowled down. The South African are hitting full ball straight and hard. Oh, Seals bowls to Rickerton and he popped this in the air down the half side of the pitch, down to long off, and they will get 2. Lucky Rickerton, lucky. That one goes down the half side of the pitch, out of the reach of Seals. The right-hander is bowling over the wicket to the left-hander, and he popped it down the half side, so he could not get there. It was out of the reach. Unlucky, unlucky. Rickerton was lucky. He's on 32 from 25. 143 for 1 in over number 15. 1 to go in over number 15. I don't think they'll win in the 17th over. The match will go into the 18th over at least. Yeah, this is over number 15. Seals comes in now, bowls to Rickerton, and Rickerton drive again down to long off. There's 1 more to the 2. Oh, they're coming back for 2. Who's so sloppy there? Ravman Powell. Come on, Ravman. Can't get 2 to long off, man. Come on, Ravman. 145 for 1. So they need 29 more to win from 5 overs. 5 overs, 21 more to win. Kervin Duncan's a prime example. Seals not quick enough to trouble the batsman. Alfonso Stephen is saying that I think Blunder Factory is trying too much experiment, too much changing of players. Yeah. Island Gloves is saying, plus Seals is not a good pick at all. Springer is better option all round. And Steven Russell said, experiment Blunder Factory, changing and trying stuff. Yeah, so everyone giving their opinions, and opinions are welcome. I agree with some of them. Some of them I half agree with. Some of them I don't agree with any at all. It's just human nature. But everyone is entitled to their opinion. And especially on this channel, all opinions are welcome. We really appreciate you. All opinion. Please hit that thumbs up button. Back of a length pulls away down to deep mid wicket for 1 more. 1 more to the total. The West Indies looking now to send this match as deep as possible. 146 for 1. You know, Percy's always said, I saw more than one time, I've seen Percy, you know, and they will talk, said, and I'm putting it in my own word, but this is a theme of what they generally said. We want West Indies to start winning, because when West Indies start winning, your channel have a shutdown. And I'm always wonder, why are they so ignorant? they don't realize that even like this morning when West Indies was batting, especially when Powell and Etmai was at the crease, over 800 persons were watching. Now, because it appears that West Indies is going to lose, it's 445 persons watching, or 440. Right now, if South Africa were like 100 for 6, would have more than 1,000 persons watching. And I always wonder why those persons think that if West Indies start winning, the channel will shut down because we won't have anything to talk about. When West Indies start winning, more persons will be watching. So maybe you need to start praying. Those of you, those persons, that 1% of those persons, that 1% with the bad mind, maybe you should start praying that West Indies start losing. And so fewer and fewer persons will watch. Because I'm telling the 1% of you, if you think the channel will shut down if West Indies start winning, you make a sad mistake. The channel will grow. We'll have 5,000-6,000 persons watching, 50,000, 100 persons. Imagine if West Indies reach the World Cup final. Eh? Jason Hole around the wicket, bowls to Markham, turn away into the onside, down towards square leg for a single. One more to the total. 152 for one. West Indies reach the World Cup final. 100,000 persons will be watching. And I know that the 1% of you will now become probably 0.01%. That 1% probably would not watch because it would hurt them so much to see so many persons watching. Winning the series is different from just winning a game, said Stephen Russell. Yeah, we may well come back and win the series. Good point. Oh, your second good point. That's the second good point you made in a year. Seals is a test bowler. He will come good at the right time, just like Cummins, Stark, and Rabada. I agree with that, Sheldon Smith. And I have always made the point that in the next 3 to 4 years, Seals is going to get an IPL contract that is bigger than poor and current contract. So I agree with you, Sheldon. I agree with you. Alfonso, thank you, Alfonso Stevens. Round the wicket, and that's slapped away down to cover the fielder, dive but cannot get there. Good work by, who's that in number 20? Is it a substitute fielder? Oh, yeah, it's a substitute fielder. I know that first who was on the field is Shamar Joseph. Yeah. One of the points that I always make, Kurt Baines, is that it's not dropping a player here and picking a player there that is going to make the difference. It's always going to be the collective. So without a collective good performance, one player here, one player there can't win the match. And I think that when players perform poorly, they should be criticized, and they should know that they perform poorly, and we should hold them accountable. And this team did not perform well today. They did not perform well. Our batsmen got out swinging across the line to ball that were straight at the top of the order. Therefore, Powell and Etmaya had to take a longer time to get going than they usually would be, because they have to ensure that they carry the match deep. And then Etmaya get a full toss knee height, and instead of hitting the ball out of the ground, hit it down deep mid-wicket short. We came here and we bowled long up on full toss. Except for Rasta and Chase, the bowling has been rubbish. Yesterday in the media briefings, Sammy was talking about how energetic the team looks and how sharp the team look in the field. I know you have never seen a West Indies team field so good yet. But the first chance we get today, Crampy Hussain dropped it. You know? So Blunder factory with all his talk and his optimism, we are not seeing it on the field. But a player here and a player there is not what's going to change it. It's always going to be the collective, the West Indies. Yes, when individual players play badly, we must give it to them. And when individual players play poorly, when individual players done well, we must praise them. We must praise them and shower them with praise. And the converse is true when they are poor. We have to give it to them and let them know that they are poor. But it's not a one man here and a one man there that is going to make the difference. Although, that being said, you still need to get the right selection. The selection right. Because by picking the right persons, then the collective is stronger. You know? Seals is not just a test bowler. He was in the ODI level of the year last year. Please watch cricket. Yeah, very good point, Michael Douglas. But hasn't Seal got a 5 wicket in a T20 match in Afghanistan? How much Seals he get in Afghanistan? How many wickets he got in Afghanistan, Michael? Let me look for it and see. Yeah, as I made the point that in the next 2 to 3 years, Seals is going to get a high PL contract bigger than Pooran present one that Pooran is getting. Alfonso Davis is saying that Blunder factory don't even can motivate the players when they are down. After back foot goes Markram. Good stop there by Shamar Joseph at backward point, diving to his right. He doesn't get the memo. Probably Shamar Joseph doesn't get the memo. He's diving away at backward point. That shoulder that kept him out of cricket for a while, but he's still diving away at backward point. I just want to check on the Afghanistan series. Just doing some check here because I'm almost sure in one of the matches in Afghanistan, Seals get some wicket, you know. Either 4 or 5. I'm almost sure. How was it before that? Michael Douglas, check it out for me. Shepherd comes, ball, a full delivery, driven down the ground. One more. They're doing it easily now. So 162 for one. So they never. So at least, let me see how many persons were saying 17 overs. Wow. Majority of yours, well, not the majority. Most of your, what do they call it again? You get the 30% of you were saying that it was going to finish in the 17th over. So it has not finished in the 17th over. It may even go in the 19th over. You know, it don't much finish in the 18th over. So it may well go in the 19th over. So, and you see it, man. If we had just bowled good up front, the 174 would have been defendable. We just needed to bowl good up front. Okay, thanks. Jason Old around the wicket, bowls to Markram, turn it down to long on. The ball trickled away just with enough pace so that they can get 2. Rovman Powell is unable to prevent it. That is class, you know, that is class. A West Indian was batting, he would have hit that ball hard down to long on and would have only got a single. What Markram did, he just cushioned it so that they can fast enough to beat the bowler, but slow enough that long on cannot prevent the 2. And they are dancing in the stand, you know. Due to today's performance, looks like so let's see now. It's clear that Ireland Glows have not been following the cricket, so Ireland Glow is saying due to today's performance, it looks like Chase will remain, but clearly he has not been following cricket, so that's why he makes such a comment. No one who is following West Indies cricket would have made that comment about Chase. So he clearly not following the cricket. All the balls full to Markram, who turned this away down to backward square leg for another singer. Alfonso Davis is saying Shepherd needs to go back and work on his bowling skills. I've never a fan of him. He just keep bowling the same ball over and over again. But the truth is going on. There was a time last year, and I think there's a video that I have up on my own page. There's a video, I think there's a video there where I had said that Shepherd should never be named in the West Indies squad again. But immediately when I said that, he then started to put in some serious performances. And I think that he has been bowling very well in the last two series. He's probably our best bowler in the last two series. And there's so much cricket going on and there's so much things. I even think that he won a Player of the Series award. So again, Alfonso Davis, Alfonso Stevens, I don't know if you are quite correct. I don't know if you guys are following the cricket enough. I think that sometimes you guys are making some comment of emotions. Jason Holder over the wicket, balls to Markram, back of Valentine, slapped it over long off for 6. So 162, so Jason Holder ready to get off the field, 172. Verdi Fiver, welcome to the show. The bowling wasn't good today at all. That is true. The batting wasn't good. The fielding was average. Well, Verdi Fiver, thank you. All the balls to Markram, pulled it away, down to back with a square leg. That's the match. South Africa won. South Africa won in over number 18. So let me see how many of you got it right. 23% of you got it right. Thank you, everyone, for tuning. I've been here since 11:30. It's now almost 2:30, so that's 4 hours. So you would appreciate if I'm not going to do any wrap-up today or any preamble. That's why we need a corporate sponsor, M&M doing their thing, but M&M will still need a sponsor so that we can get another 2-3 persons to on the commentary panel so that we can go right through, especially with the World Cup coming. So we need a corporate partner, a partnership with a corporate entity. So take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones. I really appreciate you being here today. And we will be back on Thursday to do this all over again. Hopefully South Africa bat first that time, and so we can see West Indies chasing. Big up yourself, everyone. And to the 1%, take care, man. I'm very glad that you were here. Have a wonderful day too. Take care now. Bye.